tech community is buzzing. Yeah, buzz. But why? What is happening? Well, it is OnePlus. Yes, but OnePlus what? A smartphone company, Chinese owned, sons of the same father with Oppo, BBK Electronics. Remember the Oppo Reno 3 video? Linked it up there for you. A premium Android smartphone positioned to be an iPhone killer, but at a cheaper price. Their slogan, never settle. But then they go ahead to say that their goal is to share the best technology with the world, hand in hand with you. And I say, well, that's exciting. OnePlus is in the US, Western Europe, Russia, India, Latin America, Middle East, Southeast Asia, but not in Africa and not in Nigeria. So you might be tempted to ask, but PTA, public tech advisor, self-appointed, why are you doing a video on them when they are not even in our market? Well, because of the screen, the display. What is a smartphone display without a screen? The display is like 80% of the phone, but man, the screen, this one is new, I promise you. You've never seen or heard of a screen like the latest OnePlus 8 Pro. Feast for the eye, beast of a phone. Launched recently on April 14th, 2020. So join us on this video as we snap and drag on, warp and charge in 4 dimensions called high definition. Plus, we will just look and dissect into what makes this screen awesome that we have to make a video about. Love at first swipe. So let's get you up to date. Hi everyone, welcome. Your public tech advisor on Update. Glad to have you here. Before we get to the main gist, some features and spec on a nutshell, quickly about the OnePlus 8 and Pro. The OnePlus 8 comes with a 6.55-inch AMOLED display in an 89% screen-to-body ratio, 90Hz refresh rate, protected with a 3D Corning Gorilla Glass with a 16-megapixel punch-hole selfie camera on the top left corner. Underneath the display is the optical fingerprint sensor. Aside from the regular volume and power button, there is also the uniquely OnePlus alert slider that toggles from vibrate to silent mode with gesture and on-screen navigation support. Versions of 8GB and 12GB RAM with 128GB and 256GB 2-lane UFS 3.0 storage. Running Oxygen OS skin on top of Android 10, powered by Snapdragon 865 5G 7nm plus chipset and 4300 mAh battery with 30T warp charge that can charge the battery from 0 to 50% in 22 minutes. On the back, it has the cylinder-like camera bump with all 3 lenses vertically placed. A 48-megapixel main lens, a 16-megapixel ultra-wide, 2-megapixel macro lens and a dual LED flash. Comes in glacial green, interstellar glow and onyx black colors. Expected availability April 21st at a price of $700 for the 8GB RAM and 128GB storage and $800 for the 12GB RAM 256GB storage. As for the Pro version, it costs $900 for the 8GB RAM 128GB storage and $1,000 for the 12GB RAM 256GB storage, also available April 21st. But for what? For an extra bump in the screen, 6.78-inch fluid AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate, 90% screen-to-body ratio. This is no ordinary LED display. It is the focus of this video. We'll get to it shortly. A bump in the battery capacity to 4510 mAh with 30-watt wireless fast charging that can charge the battery from 0 to 50% in 30 minutes and 3-watt reverse wireless charging. Also, in the camera department, you get 1 extra lens, making it a quad camera setup. A 48-megapixel main lens, 48-megapixel ultra-wide lens, 8-megapixel telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom, and 5-megapixel color filter lens. Comes in glacial green, ultramarine blue, and onyx black colors. And now for the meat in the pie. The OnePlus 8 Pro display is a screen unlike the regular. Most of the screens out there can only display slightly above 16 million different color combinations. Why? Because they are 8-bit display. A bit is either a 1 or a 0, on or off. There can only be 2 bits. So 8-bit means 2 into 8 places, like 2 times 2 times 2, up to 8 times, meaning 256. 256 different color combinations for each primary color RGB. Red, green, blue, as in 256 times 256 times 256 equals slightly above 16 million different shades of colors. The OnePlus 8 Pro display can show more than 1 billion color combinations, more than 60 times the regular display, probably the one you are watching this video on. Why? Because it's 10-bit display, 2 to the 10, that's 1024 for each primary color RGB. 1024 times 1024 times 1024 equals slightly above 1 billion different colors combination. OnePlus calls it much more honest colors, calculated through a metric called JNCD, just noticeable color difference. The lower the JNCD, the better, and OnePlus has 0.4. This means that the colors are practically identical to what you see in real life. The display also renders and repaints these colors at 120 Hz refresh rate. So what is this refresh rate? Refresh rate is a measure of how fast a screen shows an image or responds to a touch. Higher value means smoother and more responsive and fluid experience. 120 Hz is the highest at the moment in the smartphone world, and OnePlus is flouting it in the 8 Pro. This is evident in how fast the screen responds to taps, swipes, and scrolling. 120 Hz means it is twice as responsive as a 60 Hz screen, which is what most other screen has, probably the one you are using right now. When it comes to playing video, it enhances the quality of the video by inserting additional frames to make it look much smoother through a custom chip called MEMC, Motion Estimate Motion Compensation. In terms of brightness, the OnePlus 8 bragged of peak brightness of 1300 nits. Now a nit is a measure of intensity of visible light. This makes it possible for you to comfortably see what's on the screen even in the sun, and it automatically adjusts the brightness to match the environment. If you ever get to hold a OnePlus phone in your hands by any chance, stop for a moment and appreciate the sweat and blood that went into making it. Before I end this video, I would like to give you this. Earlier I told you that the OnePlus 8 is positioned in the market to be an iPhone killer. Well, in the turn of events, just after the launch of the OnePlus 8 series, Apple dropped the long-awaited, highly rumored iPhone SE 2020 in a stunning red, black and white color, powered by iPhone 11 A13 Bionic chip at $400. This changes everything. For people like me who have been waiting for an affordable iPhone, here is our chance. The timing though is just impeccable. The OnePlus 8, the compact beast of a phone, is starting at $700 for the base spec, while the iPhone SE is starting at $400. Are you kidding me? Anyways, it is the subject of the next video here on Update, so stay tuned. We will call it a day for now. With me, your host, Public Tech Advisor, I would like to say thank you for watching. Until the next one. Wait, comment down below, tap on the like button, subscribe if you haven't.